I've known Chris Reed for almost 24 years. The first time we met was a very dramatic event. It was, we were having lunch. I came here to interview, and we were having lunch, and on the news screen, the news of the Oklahoma City bombing of the Murrah Federal Building happened right when we were having lunch. And it was clearly an act of domestic terrorism, but for us it meant, what do people think about public employees? What do they think about their government? And so it was a really important question for public administration that we talked over lunch. And that sort of began a friendship that has stayed till this day. It's important to note that Chris was always concerned about how power was used and the way people exercise power. There's a sense in which an important element of public administration, recognizing the public interest, recognizing the role of government in supporting all people in society, and I think that's the legacy that Chris leaves us. I certainly will miss Chris and the friendship that we have, but also her collegiality and her supportive nature.
Where I first met Chris was probably as an MPA student. I'm going to really miss her as a colleague. She's the kind of person that I go to whenever I'm not sure about how to do something, or if I'm worried about something or thinking about something, I can go to her office and we can talk about it.
I've known Chris for 22 years. When I came here for my job interview to be an assistant professor, my first job out of my PhD program. I will miss Chris's perspective on issues and situations. She has a way of looking at things very holistically and very thoughtfully. I'm also going to miss seeing Chris on Saturday and Sunday mornings in the office when we're the only ones there. We always had great conversations.
I've known Chris for about 25 years. I met her when I worked over in College of Graduate Studies, and she was the graduate dean, and I processed admissions and candidacies for the graduate school. I always enjoyed working with her. She's very brilliant, but she's also got a kind heart, and she's very sweet, and so, she would be the shoulder to cry on also. It's been my pleasure to work with her all these years. She's been like family. I really admire her and I really respect her, so thank you.
I have known Chris and BJ for over 30 years. I think one of the first times I met Chris was using case studies as a way to teach people about economic development. I'm going to miss my colleagues that like to go out and work in the community.
I've known Chris for 31 years. We've been friends, colleagues. I've been a student of hers, but foremost I would consider her my friend. The first time I met Chris was when she brought Charlie and Brenda to the Child Care Center, where I was the director for the Child Care Center. The most memorable project for me of working with Chris is raising Brenda and Charlie. Even today we talk about all the things that they've accomplished and how great they are, but I think that's a tribute to Chris for the kind of parent that she is. Thank you, Chris, for everything that you did for me while I was a graduate student. There was a time I didn't think I would get through the program, but because of your support and encouragement, I did, so thank you. For me, I'm not saying goodbye, I'm just saying good luck as you go on this new adventure, and I can't wait to hear all the stories about those new adventures.
I've known Chris Reed since the fall of 1988 when I came into the then Department of Public Administration as an instructor. I miss her collegiality because beyond being a colleague, she was also a friend. And it's hard to, when your friends leave or when you leave your friends. So I congratulate Chris on this move. We can have Old People Party Central someplace between Texas and Nebraska. I love you. Enjoy your retirement. I've always had the highest respect for you. Anybody who could stay married to BJ this long either has to be a saint or totally crazy. So enjoy your retirement.
I think it's really rare for any individual to stay in a position or stay in a location for as long as my mom has. And so I think it speaks very highly to both the institution that UNO is, the institution that the School of Public Administration is, and then just her commitment to ensuring that students are being, that she's doing right by students, that the university is being taken care of, and at every event that I've been to where they've been kind of recognized, both my parents have been recognized, they've expressed, and they've said even just personally, like, how important the university has been to them. So I think it's really nice that they are being recognized, my mom's being recognized in this way and being celebrated, because I think she definitely deserves it.
Very proud of you. You are the most amazing woman I know, and I am so happy that you get to finish up and do everything you enjoy, and I love you.
Love you, Nina.